Hey there, everybody. I've been thinking recently about, actually just today, I literally started thinking about it today, about creating like a one-page RPG, like a tabletop role-playing game. Just because I'm obsessed with D&D now, and also because I do love the idea of something like Honey Heist, if anyone's ever played that, where it's just one page, you just have a couple of dice and very simple kind of rules that it's just like maybe for a fun one-shot, or maybe can be expanded upon. And so the basic idea that I had was like working title Confession. Like the idea is that you are a high school student who has a crush on somebody, and essentially there is a time period, like a week or month or however long you want to play, however long you want the sessions to play. It's basically like, all right, you are going to, on this day, you've decided that you're going to confess your feelings to this person. And so you're basically building up and, doing like, oh, let me, you have like a walk home under the rain sharing an umbrella, or like, I'm going to bake cookies, and basically you're essentially trying to like incorporate like these very, very like shoujo, like very anime type situations of like, things happening that are like, have this romantic tinge to them that might increase feelings between the two of you. And like the idea is like, okay, you basically roll a d8 to see if you like succeed, if you succeed in like raising the emotional stakes or whatever. And with every success, you get basically a d4 added to your confession pool. So that when you are actually confessing, you roll all the dice that you've collected over all the events that you've, concocted, or all the things that have happened, basically all the domino effect of things that have happened between the two of you. And eventually, on the day of your confession, see if you succeed or not, or if something gets in the way. It's a very basic idea right now. Not a lot to it. I was going to say, this could either be like a one-on-one game, or you could have a group where, say, each character in the, like, maybe all the players are all in a friend group, and maybe they have, people outside of the friend group that they have crushes on, or maybe they have crushes on other people inside the friend group. That might be also a weird tinge on this. But it's basically like, I want to take like that Toradora, that, all those, my favorite slice of life anime situations that happen, like monthly Girls Nozaki-kun and stuff like that, and create like a little game that is just really all role playing. I like the idea of not having like a lot of dice, maybe, only having like, you have a d8, which is your main ability, whatever dice for like, okay, you're gonna bake your crush a cake. Roll the dice and see if you're good at baking the cake. Or if it turns out into a mess, and then depending on your successes and failures of that, depend on how many like d4s that you get until your confession date. And then if you have, you roll all the d4s and you roll your d8 and you add it all together and see if that reaches like the threshold, the confession threshold that the game master, whoever, has already decided on. That's a basic idea that I've got. Still need to work out a lot of the kinks of it, but I like the idea of like just a very roleplay heavy game, which is very like tropey and very just like, hey, let's put these characters on awkward situations, and just playing around with all that high school romance and fun stuff. And it's also fun because like, I like the idea of like, the GM getting with the player, and it's like, all right, what's this high school kid like? What are they interested in? What are they good at? And then the dungeon master can, or I'm so used to saying DM. Then the game master can, say like, oh, well, my character has always loved cooking, whatever. And so if you do decide, hey, I'm going to bake a cake, you get to roll with advantage, maybe. Or, say you want to impress your crush by joining the sports team. And your background, the background that you guys talked about, you never really played sports before, then you're not going to be able to, you're going to have to like roll at disadvantage or something. So I think there's a lot of interesting ways for it to be a very collaborative game of like, I also like the idea of like, if you're not going to play with a group, you and the game master are talking like, tell me about your crush. Tell me about what she's like. How long have you guys known each other? Is this unrequited? Are you guys friends? And, you know, what this person's like. And then, so it's a very, you know, that kind of collaborative storytelling, which is one of the, probably the most fun part about D&D. But adding that into like a slice of life romance game, I think would be a lot of fun. So I'm going to work out the kinks on this dumb idea that I literally just had. And, I don't know, I might shoot it by some people, see what they think, and see if anyone wants to try it out. Yeah, I don't know why I made this video. Probably just because I could have all this on tape so I could remember all the information that I'm thinking about this game, and so that I can actually work on it. Either way, that's my weird idea that's probably already been used or done before for a tabletop role-playing game. I will see you later.